had to report. Because here's the thing, the Christmas thing, we gotta go back to 2025. I'm so sorry about this, y'all. We gotta rewind it back. I gotta do one spin for this. We gotta rewind it back, okay? So the Christmas thing had me bothered. Had a lot of y'all bothered. Claressa spent Christmas alone. She was live in the Louis Vuitton store buying Louis Vuitton bags and a duffel bag. Posted the receipt of the duffel bag online, had Papoose give her a Louis Vuitton box with a duffel bag in it, and forgot that she had posted the receipt stating that she bought the duffel bag that he gifted her. Then she said, hey, can you get this online so people would think you bought me something? Okay, cool. I'm gonna sit down right here like this. All right, right there. Put the camera up. Let's go. Same way he was holding the camera for Remy Ma, that she claims that he was not.
Take a breath and really let this sink in, because at first glance, this looks like another celebrity situation people scroll past every day. But the more you sit with it, the heavier it becomes. What starts as social media moments and public appearances slowly turns into a story about power, money, silence, and control. Christmas 2025 was supposed to represent warmth and connection. For most people, it's a time filled with family gatherings, shared meals, and small traditions that bring comfort. Online, it's even more polished. Matching outfits, smiling faces, gift exchanges captured perfectly for the camera. Everything carefully framed to look happy and complete. But for Claressa Shields, that holiday appears to have carried a very different feeling. Not something explosive or dramatic. No public meltdown. No emotional confession filled with tears. Instead, it seems like the kind of moment that quietly settles into your mind and refuses to leave. The kind that makes you replay conversations, question memories, and wonder when things stop being what you thought they were. The first sign that something was off didn't come from gossip blogs or anonymous sources. It came directly from Claressa herself. On Christmas Day, she went live inside a Louis Vuitton store. The setting was clear. Luxury, confidence, control. Bright lighting reflected off designer shelves. Expensive bags lined the walls. She looked composed and self-assured. Front and center in the frame was a duffel bag, placed deliberately so viewers could see it. Nothing about the moment felt accidental. Then came the small detail that later became impossible to ignore. The receipt. Not hidden. Not cropped. Not blurred. It was there for anyone watching to read. Her name. Her card. Her payment. It left no room for interpretation. She bought the bag herself. That fact stood solid on its own. At the time, it didn't seem like a problem. People buy themselves things all the time, especially successful women who work hard and enjoy what they earn. But a few hours later, the meaning of that moment shifted. The same duffel bag appeared again, now presented as a Christmas gift from Papoose. Framed differently, positioned as something he gave her. That's where the confusion started, because gifts don't usually come with your own receipt. And while that contradiction didn't cause immediate outrage, it didn't disappear either. It lingered. When stories don't line up, people start looking closer, not out of malice, but because human minds naturally try to make sense of what feels off. As the day continued, another piece entered the picture. A second video surfaced, this time from a different store. The setting changed, but the energy didn't. The framing looked familiar. The camera angle felt practiced. And that's because viewers had seen it before. Papoose was holding the camera in the same way he had in past videos featuring Remy Ma. It wasn't speculation. It was visual memory. That video didn't stay public for long. It disappeared quickly. According to claims shared later, the store owner received a call and was instructed to remove it immediately. But once something hits the internet, it rarely vanishes completely. The footage had already traveled. It had already been saved. And according to Tasha K, it had already landed with her. That's when the story stopped feeling like messy relationship drama and started feeling deliberate. Because now the questions weren't emotional. They were logistical. Who was where? When exactly were these videos filmed? Why did explanations keep shifting? All three names, Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma, were tied to the same city during the same holiday period. At first, the explanation was that the clips came from different days. But the details didn't support that claim. Same outfits, same camera grip, same store layout, same energy. Too many matching pieces for coincidence to feel believable. Around that same time, Claressa shared something that sounded honest and unguarded. She said she spent Christmas alone. She didn't add drama. She didn't accuse anyone. It was a simple statement that suggested emotional distance and physical absence. For a brief moment, that statement stood on its own. But timelines don't bend easily. They either align or they don't. And when her words collided with the store footage, the tone of the conversation changed. Because solitude and shared moments can't exist in the same space at the same time without explanation. This is where Tasha K shifted the discussion in a way that made people uncomfortable. Not by stating conclusions, but by asking questions many didn't want to ask. What if the marriage never ended? What if it wasn't broken, just managed quietly? What if what people believed was separation was actually a division of roles? That's when the situation stopped looking like a typical love triangle and started resembling something else entirely. A financial triangle. One person legally married. One person emotionally invested. One person earning consistently and visibly. And money became the thread connecting all three. As the story unfolded, more claims entered the conversation. An alleged $8 million deal was mentioned, a number large enough to change futures. But that raised another question. If Papoose was struggling financially, where would that money come from? That's when old records and past statements resurfaced. Pawn slips, jewelry used as collateral, chains that appeared flashy but were tied to loans rather than wealth. Remy Ma's previous words echoed again, where she said he wasn't paying bills and wasn't contributing financially. According to those claims, after being removed from the marital home, Papoose allegedly stayed in Claressa's apartment, drove her car, and relied on her resources. Even moments that once looked romantic began to feel different when viewed through that lens. A chain presented as a gift. Claressa calling it new, then asking where his was. Because the chain wasn't actually new. It belonged to him already. Then the story took another turn. Remy Ma once addressed Papoose by his real name, Willie. That detail mattered because legal records don't recognize stage names. They recognize legal identities. When that name was searched, it opened a paper trail that didn't match the public image. Years of unpaid taxes, federal liens, six-figure balances. Not rumors, not opinions, documents. At that point, this stopped feeling like celebrity chaos and started looking like pressure management. When someone carries financial burdens for years, every relationship changes. Support becomes strategic. Silence becomes valuable. Separation becomes risky. The focus then widened to include Remy Ma as well. Claims suggested she also carried significant tax obligations. Numbers large enough to influence every decision. When two people share history, exposure, and financial strain, staying legally connected can feel safer than walking away.
I need a trick. I gotta put my glasses on, Jazz. Hold on for a second. I need a trick. Yeah, I need a trick. I need a trick. Woo! Papoose was out here looking for a trick. And he got one. Yes, beautiful girl. Beautiful. Gorgeous girl. Y'all ain't gonna tell me Claressa ugly. I'm sorry, she's not. She don't care what 50 Cent got to say. At this point, the way 50 Cent running through women around here, I don't even think he really like women like that, in my opinion. Okay? Accused of doing some of the same things Diddy has been accused of, so I don't care. Everything but the baby oil. Everything's alleged, even my name's alleged. I'm just saying, that's what the baby mamas are saying. The gorgeous one. If she cleans up well. Looking a little bit like Remy.